Naruto was sitting down on the bed. He could only sleep for a couple hours. It was still night, and Naruto was seeing the moon through the window when he felt Shizune hugging him from behind. "Shizune? What's wrong?" "Naruto, nothing, it's just, something Lee said that got to me." "Shizune, well, tell me, maybe I can help you." Naruto sighed, but he ended up telling Shizune everything, making her quiet for a bit. "Shizune, I see, you know we have to tell Tsunade." Naruto, yes, I know he'll hate me for it, but we don't have a choice, but still he was right. What right do I have to judge when I did the same thing? I stopped following my ninja way when I stopped wanting to bring back Sasuke. Shizune, true, but maybe that's a good thing. Think about it, with your ninja way, what good have come from it? You trained with someone that taught you to be dependent on a demon's chakra. You promised to bring back a traitor that tried to kill you, but without it, you've become stronger than you ever were before. You no longer use the demon chakra, not even for healing. You have the slugs for that now. You've become smarter, faster, more level-headed, not to mention you have me now." Shizune turned Naruto's face and kissed him. Naruto quickly returned the kiss as they fell back into bed. "Shizune, you don't need a code when what you have now is so much better, let me show you." The next day, no lemon for you, you know who you are, be patient. We see Naruto's clone running around the outskirts of the village looking for the bandits. Two clones heard something and hid on top of a tree. They looked and saw at least 30 bandits carrying stolen stuff. The clones looked at each other and nodded, following them at a distance to not be seen. After a bit, they've made it to the location and looked at the enemy's base of operations. There must have been at least 60 bandits there. The clones ran around the base to get the layout of the place. With the information they had, they killed themselves, transferring the information to the original Naruto. With Naruto blinked a few times and rubbing his neck where the clones killed themselves. Getting the information, he got up and started to walk away. "Naruto, Lee with me, I know where the base is." "Lee, how do you know that?" "Naruto, my clones found it, got the information we need. Now get everyone else, make them meet back up at Tazuna's house while I go there and draw the layout of their base before I forget." Naruto disappeared and Lee left running to get everyone. Scene change. We see the group of ninjas in the living room looking at the base Naruto drew laid out on the table. "Naruto, with all the SEAL training I could give Sai a run for his money in a painting contest." Naruto thought with a bit of arrogance before shaking his head and returning his focus on the mission at hand. Alright, listen everyone, like Lee told us, Naruto's clones found the bandits' hideout. We will be leaving tonight to attack. Use the cover of darkness to our advantage in a sneak attack, kill on sight, and Tenten, keep your weapons in your seals. Tenten, what? Your weapons on your seals. We move undercover and we move as one. We cannot let one stray kunai give us away. Naruto. Kakashi, stop sharing your books to Guy is bad enough. You've made me read that shit when I was in your team. Kakashi just gave his trademark one-eye smile, scratching awkwardly the back of his head. They packed up their stuff and left for the base. Scene change. We see the ninjas in different parts of the base. There were at least 30 bandits on the camp, all but 5 asleep, the 5 awake standing guard. Naruto, Tenten, Neji, Kakashi and Lee walked up behind the guards, not making a sound until the final moments, each killing the guard in their own ways. With Neji, he used the gentle fist to explode the internal organs. Lee snapped the guard's neck. Tenten used poison needles that gave the guard quick but painful deaths. Kakashi used his Chidori to pierce the man's chest. And finally Naruto grabbed the man by the mouth to silence him, as multiple chakra chains pierced through his body, killing him. As the 5 dead guards laid on the floor, the shinobis walked past them, not giving them a second glance, already putting them out of their minds as they spend the next hour killing the remaining bandits in their sleep until there are no bandits left alive inside the camp. Perfect, but there's still half of the bandits missing. Spread out, kill on sight. They all nodded and went their separate ways in pairs, Naruto and Neji pairing up. Scene change. We see Naruto and Neji on top of a tree seeing the remaining bandits in the lake. They're planning something. Bandits, that old man Tazuna has hired shinobi. We need to take them out as fast as possible. Bandits too, they're probably in his house. If we go now we can ambush them. Neji, Naruto, we need to take them out now. We can't risk them harming the client or his family. Naruto nodded as he unsheathed his blade and took a small ball from his seal. Naruto, flash bomb, I'll be able to kill 10 of them by the time they get their sight back. Neji nodded as Naruto threw the bomb at the center of all of them, exploding, sending a blinding light to them all. Naruto jumped down and started slicing heads clean off their bodies. When the bandits regained their sight and saw their dead comrades on the floor, they looked up and saw Naruto, blood covering his clothes and sword, as the light from the moon made his eyes shine like a demon. Naruto, I hope you all make peace with whatever god you believe in, because you'll soon reunite with him. Leader, get him. The leader said, running to the back as the remaining 19 ran at Naruto. Neji soon dropped down his Byakugan, activated, landing in between 2 of the bandits, using his gentle fist technique to finish them off, making the 19 now 17. Naruto made 5 clones to fight on his behalf, while the real Naruto ran towards the leader who was grabbing kunais with explosive tags. Before he could throw one, he felt his body getting cold. He looked down to see Naruto's blade stabbing him in the heart. The last thing he saw was Naruto's uncaring eyes as his bags got heavy and went to the permanent sleep. The remaining bandits, seeing their leader dead on the ground, tried to run away, but Neji and the Naruto clones made quick work of them. Naruto, too fast. I think I've become too strong for beer ranks. I didn't even use any jutsu apart from Shadow Clone. At the back of his head, Lee's words again got to him, making him sigh because he was right. Naruto's hard work and talent made him move past simple bandits. Neji nodded as he started walking away. Neji, we should regroup, tell the others the mission is done, I have things to do back home. Naruto is asking Tenten out, one of them. Because it should be. Naruto said, smirking, not mission. The very slight pink on Neji's cheeks. Neji. Shut up. Neji hopped from tree to tree with Naruto chuckling behind him. Soon enough they found everyone and told them the mission was over. Scene change. At Izuna's house. Izuna, so is the mission completed? Yes sir, all 60 bandits have been eliminated. There should be no more. Once again, this great valley can flourish with the spirit of youth. Liash. Tenten. Quickly Izuna, pay us before the beach appears. Izuna, the what? But it was too late. Behind Guy and Lee a sunset appeared, blinding them all, except for the green pair. I look at it, Lee, it's beautiful, come run with me to the sunset, let our youthfulness shine. When the rest got their vision back, they saw Lee and Guy running at the distance and Tenten clicking her tongue. Tenten, damn it, we're not gonna see them for at least a month. Naruto, sounds like you and Neji will be a duo team until then, how awful. Naruto had to fight not to smirk and ignore the glare Neji was sending him. Kakashi sighed, taking the money from Izuna and walking away with the rest behind them, while in the background, the last scene of this chapter is Guy and Lee running in slow motion on a beach with huge smile on their faces, both shirtless. Naruto looked at his resting teammates and sighed as he closed his eyes. They got caught on storm and were now waiting it out inside a cave. Naruto picked on the fire with a stick, being the first watch. Naruto made some clones to keep watch as he got up and walked deeper inside the cave, fell on the floor, passing out long before his head hit the hard ground. When Naruto opened his eyes, he frowned as he was reunited with the demon inside him. Naruto crossed his arms and looked at Kurama. Naruto, for what reason did you wish to summon me here? Kurama, just curious, haven't felt you using my power at all in the last month. Naruto, what reason do I have to use you when I don't need you? I'm strong enough on my own, and only getting stronger. I can heal with the slugs, and I have chakra chains for other Jinchurikis, so honestly, what reason do I have to get addicted to you again? Kurama just chuckled with enough force to shake the room. Kurama, oh you poor naive child, that is but a sample of my true power, and I can give it to you. Orange smoke surrounded around Naruto. The smell was almost hypnotic for Naruto, but he waved his hand around his face to blow the smoke away. Naruto, in exchange for ripping that seal open, is that it? No dice, you have nothing I want or need. Kurama, really nothing? Not even secrets of the day you were born, secrets not even your mother told you? Naruto, if she didn't tell me it must be for a reason, and if I found out what the secret is, it will damn well be without you. I'm demon free, I'm not gonna fall back into using you. Naruto turned around and walked away, while Kurama just chuckled as the place got darker, leaving only his eyes visible. Kurama, oh believe me Naruto, one day very soon you'll understand pain, and you will release me to get rid of that pain, just you wait. Outside world. Naruto groaned, feeling a small pool of blood on his face as he got up. Naruto, slug if you will. Slug, of course little prince. The slug appeared inside Naruto's jacket and crawled to his nose, healing it. Slug, anything else you need my little prince? Naruto, that will be all, thank you for the help, you can go back to sleep. Naruto walked to the campsite, seeing Shizune waking up and tapping his clone. Naruto smirked when the clone disappeared, making her jump. Shizune, damn it Naruto. Naruto grabbed her shoulders. Naruto, funny, just last night you were swearing at God, not me. Naruto whispered, making her trembled jump a bit. Frowning, she slapped softly his chest. Shizune, not funny, and where were you? Naruto, the Nine Tails wanted to have a chat, thought I was dumb enough to use him again, even tried to bribe me with some secret my mother kept. Shizune, well whatever it is, I'm sure Tsunade will tell you about it. As much as she hates it, she has a soft spot for you. Naruto, I mean, who doesn't? Shizune. Your former crush Sakura. That made Naruto wince and Shizune chuckle as she grabbed a stick and started picking at the fire. Naruto, time really is the greatest teacher of all, made me see that Sakura just wasn't the right fit for me, maybe for Lee one day if she ever lets go of her Sasuke obsession. Shizune, on that point you've told everyone you've stopped pursuing him and have no trouble killing him, are you really sure you can do the deed? Hiruzen, Jiraiya, Tsunade, all three had a soft spot for Orochimaru, even after decades of not seeing him he was still their comrades. Are you any different than them? Naruto, my answer to that is, I don't know, saying is one thing, but actually following through with it. I want to say I'll see when the day comes, but if I hesitate, if I don't treat him like the enemy that he now is, it could cost me my life. They didn't say much more than that as Naruto sat down next to Shizune and slept next to her using her shoulder as a pillow. Scene change. We see the team making it to Konoha's gates. Kakashi, alright, the mission is officially over, everybody go back to your homes, and Naruto, where are you going? All eyes turned to Naruto, who turned around and started walking away from the gates in the group. Naruto, I'm going fishing, need to relax a bit. Neji, and to run away from Shizune when she remembers you guys still need to buy home things like plate. Naruto flinched and started to sweat as he could feel the anger growing inside Shizune. Naruto, fuck you, Neji and Shizune. The puff of smoke surrounded Naruto. When the smoke disappeared, all that was left was a log of wood. Shizune, damn it Naruto, you can't escape this forever. Naruto, no, but I can escape from this today. Naruto screamed at the distance, already with a fishing pole and hat. Shizune gave a muffled scream of frustration before stomping away to their home to think of a way of revenge. Later. With Shizune. She decided it was best for her to calm down with some tea, so we see her at a tea shop having a calm time with herself and having the last of the dongos, while in the background Anko was bickering with the restaurant owner that said they were out of dongos. Hello Shizune-san, I would like to talk to you. The voice said. Shizune turned to see Hinata looking at her. Shizune, I'm sure, want to sit down. Hinata nodded and sat down. They looked at each other until Hinata opened her mouth. Hinata, I want to talk about Naruto. I heard that you and him were living together. Shizune raised her eyes, slightly amused where this conversation was going. Shizune, note to self, kill Anko for gossiping. Shizune, yes, we have, if things go well, there might be a new Uzumaki in like a year or two. That sentence made Hinata flinch and her mood went sour, her eyes hardening. Hinata, more to the point of why I'm here, you don't belong with him. Shizune put her cup down and got up, putting some money on the table for the waitress. She looked at Hinata with bored eyes. Shizune, and let me guess, you do? I commend you for gaining the courage to come up to me and say this, but I don't care what you think, Hinata, and neither does Naruto. You know why? Because time after bloody time you've missed your opportunity to be something more than that shy leaf comrade that passes out whenever she's near him. Hell, when he told you what he has inside him was the latest shot, you had to be something more to support him, to be there for him, but what do? You ran, you ignored him, and more to the point you feared him, the thing Naruto hated the most, if having people of his own village fear him, see him as nothing more than the demon itself, instead of just its jailer. You say I don't belong to him, but I've been there for him more this entire year than you've been in your entire life, so please don't ever bring this up again, and I'll pretend you never did. If not, well, I'll have to show you what the Hokage taught me in a fight. Shizune turned around and walked away with Anko not far behind her, seeing her friend there, leaving Hinata all alone in a state of numb shock. Meanwhile, with Sasuke at the Valley of the End. We see him walking back to Konoha, his team behind him. He was a man on a mission. Sasuke, Naruto, I will have the kyuubi. Sasuke whispered to himself as he looked in front of him with his Sharingan, as his cursed mark glowed. After discovering about the kyuubi from Orochimaru, Sasuke planned to take his power, his final step, to be more powerful than Itachi and finally get his revenge. What him and his team didn't know was that they were being watched, as on top of the Madara statue stood Naruto looking down at Sasuke. He felt him on his way back. Naruto felt it was his duty as Sasuke teammate, and for a small period of time his friend, it was his duty to do what Kakashi could not and end this cycle of hatred. Naruto. Naruto got up and jumped down with determination in his eyes. It was time for a rematch, and this time Naruto wasn't gonna hold back. Last time. Naruto got up and jumped down with determination in his eyes. It was time for a rematch, and this time Naruto wasn't gonna hold back. Now. Team Taka felt something. They turned around, but not fast enough, as Suigetsu Hazuki was beheaded as Naruto landed in front of them. His body fell on the water, his blood mixing with the river as Naruto slowly got up and turned around, looking at the remaining three members. Hyuga and Karen got into defensive position. The atmosphere was tense as Karen was honestly scared. Karen, he looks like how Sasuke described him, but those eyes, my Kami, those eyes. Sasuke was the most calm of the three of them, walking past the dead body of his former comrade as Naruto walked around him, both locked in a circular walk around each other. What Sasuke didn't know was that he was at a disadvantage. As long as Naruto's sword was out on the field, his Sharingan is as good as useless. Naruto. Sasuke Uchiha, by order of the Hokage you are to be taken back to Konoha, dead or alive. I will give you one chance to come back with your life or die here at the site of your greatest mistake. Sasuke. You're right, killing you was my greatest mistake. I killed Orochimaru, and now you're next. I will have the kyuubi I needed to avenge my clan. Naruto didn't give a response, just grabbed hold of his hilt harder as his eyes narrowed more. Sasuke. Karen, Hyuga, don't interfere, this is something I will take care of personally. Perrin and Hugo nodded, jumping out of the way, while Naruto sighed and nodded no, throwing his sword on the water. It stood still, as if it was lodged inside the ground. Naruto, even after everything you still can't work in a team. That's going to be your undoing. This time Sasuke didn't speak, but Naruto could sense the arrogance coming from him. Naruto sighed, his eyes showing a small bit of pity. This was the moment. This will decide if Naruto will be better than Hiruzen, Tsunade and Jiraiya. Will he kill Sasuke, or will he flinch and die instead? Both shinobi stopped their circular dance and looked at each other, waiting for the other person to make the first move. Naruto flinched, his finger inviting Sasuke to attack, and he took the bait, throwing a kunai. Naruto countered with his own. The kunais met in between them and made a loud clang sound out through the waterfall. The boys pushed off from the water and met each other in the middle as they began W taijutsu battle. Sasuke went for an uppercut, which Naruto managed to dodge by stepping back and jumping in the air as Sasuke tried to sweep the legs. As Naruto jumped, he kicked Sasuke in the head, sending him a few meters away. Sasuke stood up, cleaning the blood that was coming off his nose, as Naruto's face showed no change as he rushed Sasuke again. Naruto, not holding back, not holding back, I am no holding back. Naruto repeated in his mind as Naruto reached Sasuke, managed to grab Naruto's shoulder and flipped over him in an attempt to throw him. Naruto, however, when he was thrown, he somersaulted through the air and made a shadow clone behind him, which threw him back forward and shoulder barred Sasuke, which made Sasuke take a few steps back. Sasuke narrowed his eyes and his Sharingan appeared. Only it did not go as he thought it would. The world became blurry to him and he couldn't see coming the punch Naruto gave him on his stomach before getting another one in the head, sending him to a stone wall. Naruto, it's been a long year for me, Uchiha, long year where I did nothing but train. In that year, I learned many things better, my taijutsu and ninjutsu, become proficient in kinjutsu, and the most important for this battle, kinjutsu, proficient enough to make my own seal, a very special type of seal, a Kekkei Genkai type of seal. Sasuke's eyes widen as he now realizes that his Sharingan was going to work against him in this fight, so he turned them off as he got out of the wall. Naruto grabbed his sword from the water and got into position. Naruto Itoryu. Sanjiroku Pound Ho. Naruto screamed as he struck the air with a great force as a massive swipe of dense wind shot forward at great speed at Sasuke. Sasuke jumped out of the way, but not fast enough as part of his shoulder got caught in the attack, cutting it clean. Sasuke grunted in pain, holding his shoulder as behind him, the very wall split in half with a very deep slash that now is filling with water, becoming a new smaller waterfall. Sasuke looked at Naruto with hatred, while Naruto kept a neutral serious expression, holding his blade. Naruto, surrender now, Sasuke, I'm giving you a second chance. Stop before you leave me no choice but to bring you back dead. Sadly, Sasuke didn't give in to reason as he put his hand over his mouth in a position Naruto knew all too well. Sasuke Kaiten. Dikaku no Jutsu. Sasuke screamed as a fire shot forward and towards Naruto, who sighed and in retaliation, gripped his sword and swung it again with great force, creating another great slash like last time towards the fireball. When the two move met, it caused an explosion. The wind, water and fire made a mix of smoke and steam, hiding both shinobis. Sasuke tried again to use his eyes, but again they came out fuzzy with a click of his tongue as he turned them off and concentrated with his ears and nose trying to sense Naruto, but he couldn't do it, almost as if Naruto disappeared, but sadly for Sasuke, Naruto was in his element. He could smell Sasuke. Hear his soft breathing and sense his chakra here, and to him his feet making no sound, his lungs holding his air, his hand gripping the hilt. This was his moment, this was his chance. He made it to Sasuke and raised his sword, and in the last second it was proven. Naruto was no different. He hesitated. He stopped for a moment long enough for Sasuke to see him and block the attack with his own sword. Both opponents glared at each other, but it didn't last long as Naruto was always physically stronger than Sasuke. He was able to overpower him and make him jump back while Sasuke was in the air. Sasuke threw multiple kunais at Naruto, Naruto seeing the paper bombs attached to them. Naruto made hand signs. Naruto Suiton. Mizu Bereto no Jutsu. Naruto screamed as glumps of water shot out of his mouth and began taking out the kunai, sadly only hitting 9/10 as the final kunai was hiding under the shadow of another and managed to get past and land beside him. Naruto saw the paper bomb light up before it suddenly exploded. Sasuke landed on the water and stood up waiting for the steam to disappear. When he did, he saw Naruto on the ground. Sasuke smirked, but that smirk was short-lived as multiple slugs started appearing on top of Naruto and around him. Those around him shot acid at Sasuke, keeping him away as the ones on top of Naruto healed him. Naruto got up, grabbing his sword as a cane. Naruto, a single moment can cost me everything. That won't happen again. I can't let that happen again. Naruto muttered to himself, serious as he breathed in and out, calming his mind. Naruto, slugs buy me time. Slugs, hi Naruto. The slugs kept their attacks going, not giving Sasuke a second to summon his snake, as Naruto's skin got white as antennas and a tail appeared on his body. Parts of his skin started glowing bright blue, while Naruto was transforming. Sasuke managed to break through the slug defense. Naruto could hear the sound of 1,000 birds chirping. Sasuke Chidori. Just like last time, Sasuke stabbed Naruto with a Chidori on his chest, aiming right on his heart, only it wasn't Naruto who was in pain. Sasuke screamed as he felt his skin melting. He quickly pulled his arm out and got some distance. As the slugs combined to be the size of a tree, Naruto got up and Sasuke saw the hole on his chest disappear his body. Naruto Sage Mode can do different things depending on the animal for the slugs. As Naruto crossed his arms and looked at Sasuke with his opened eyes, and Sasuke saw them as bright blue as the night sky. Naruto, it can heal wounds, even critical ones, and the whiteness of my skin isn't for show. My blood is transformed into acid. I've given you more than enough chances, Uchiha. I'm done holding back. Before Sasuke could question him, multiple chakra chains appeared from the floor. Meanwhile with Karen looked surprised as only Uzumaki had that ability. So I'm not the last Uzumaki. Back to the fight. Sasuke tried to escape the chains, but he couldn't. One after another pierced his body until he was surrounded by them and dragged to the ground. Naruto, this is the fruits of my labors. You like them? I've become stronger than you, Sasuke, and you can't even deny it. If you could, you would free yourself from my chains, but you can't. My chains are strong enough to stop a rampaging tailed beast. Do you see now? Naruto grabbed his sword from the water and stared, walking to Sasuke, his skin turning back to normal. For once in a long time, Sasuke felt fear. He was not in control of the situation. Unlike with Orochimaru, Sasuke could feel the Shinigami knife on his neck as he looked at Naruto. Naruto, this cements this place as your greatest mistake, as you signed your death on that day. Do you see it? In your final moments of life, can you see your mistake? I became this strong by myself in the fucking Leaf Village. I didn't need to betray my village for power. I trained for it. You could have done the same, but you didn't. You chose to take the easy path. You chose the path of revenge, but it doesn't matter because that path will always lead to the same outcome, death. Naruto could see the fear in Sasuke's eyes, but what made Naruto sick was that Sasuke wasn't afraid of dying. Even to the end, he was afraid of not getting his revenge for his people. As for Sasuke, he saw Naruto as if he and the Shinigami fused to be one and the same. As Naruto raised his hand up. Naruto. Goodbye, Sasuke Uchiha, traitor of the Leaf, follower of Orochimaru, and friend. Naruto didn't hesitate a second time. He brought his sword down and executed Sasuke. So comes the end of his story. As a tear falls from Naruto's face, he cleans it and seals Sasuke in a scroll. Naruto now. Naruto disappeared and reappeared in front of Hugo and Karen. Both flinched and got into fighting position. Naruto, as for the two of you. Last time. Naruto. Goodbye, Sasuke Uchiha, traitor of the Leaf, follower of Orochimaru, and friend. Naruto didn't hesitate a second time. He brought his sword down and executed Sasuke. So comes the end of his story. As a tear falls from Naruto's face, he cleans it and seals Sasuke in a scroll. Naruto now. Naruto disappeared and reappeared in front of Hugo and Karen. Both flinched and got into fighting position. Naruto, as for the two of you. Now. Karen and Hugo looked at Naruto with fear in their eyes as Naruto glanced at them. Naruto. You're gonna answer my question, then you're free to go. Since you're not enemies of Konoha, I have no reason to kill you, so be smart and don't give me a reason, understood? They nodded and calmed down a bit, not feeling the need to protect themselves. Naruto did some hand signs and made a wooden table and chairs appear, taking Karen by surprise. Karen, you have wood style. Naruto, I have many styles, now please sit down. They nodded and sat down. In the background, a shadow clone appeared with tea and 3 cups, giving them to the members sitting down. The two of them looked at each other as Naruto took a sip of his tea. When Naruto started to talk, Naruto. Please tell me your names. Hugo, I'm Jugo of the Scales. Karen, I'm Karen Uzumaki. Are you also an Uzumaki? You have to be, only an Uzumaki can use chakra chains. Naruto, indeed I am. You and me must be distant cousins. Karen, are there more of us? More Uzumaki, or are we all that's left? Naruto, for now our numbers are extremely low at 4 pure-blooded Uzumaki. You, my auntie, my cousin Hajita and me. Karen nodded and kept a thoughtful look on her face. Well, Naruto looked at Jugo. Naruto, well, she's off in her mind. Answer my question and I'll let you go. Jugo, ask away. Naruto, why did you join Sasuke? Hugo, I joined Sasuke because I considered Sasuke to be the only successor to Kamimuro, who was the only other person capable of calming my murderous impulse. Naruto, so if I could do the same, would you follow me? Hugo, yes, as long as I'm free from that monster I become, I'll follow anyone who can give me that. Naruto got up and walked to Hugo and grabbed his face, making him flinch. Jugo, what are you? Naruto, stay still and let me work. There was no doubt in his words, as if he knew this would work. Hugo felt a small pain in his forehead, but after a bit it was gone. Naruto. Finish that should stop the impulse from taking over. Jugo looked at Naruto surprised before grabbing a small mirror from his back pocket and looked at what he did in his forehead. Hugo had a seal similar to the one Neji had, only instead of X, it was a cage. Jugo, what does this do exactly? Naruto stores up the impulse until you feel like realizing it on your enemies. Be careful that you only use it on your enemies, since bottling all that energy up will make it 10 times worse when it's released, but at least now you'll have full control on how and where it's released. Jugo looked surprised looking at the seal, making Naruto chuckle. Naruto, now tell me, will you follow me? Hugo, yes. Naruto Uzumaki, do you? I swear my loyalty, your will become my will, of that I promise. Naruto nodded and sets his eyes on Karen, who in turn felt his gaze and looked at him. Naruto giving her soft eyes. Naruto, Karen Uzumaki, answer me 2 questions. 1. Why did you follow Sasuke? Karen, I was infatuated by him. Naruto, bold of you to just come out and say it. Karen, I'm not gonna lie, my feelings for him was surface based. I mean, he was extremely attractive and I did find his power hypnotic, but I'll survive without him. Naruto, I see. Now on to my second question, will you join me and Jugo? Karen, if I do. What's gonna happen to us? Naruto. Probably the same thing that happened to Anko Mitarashi. You'll be under watch for a while, and the Yamanaka clan will search your brain for any useful information that the village and make sure you have no ill will against it, and seeing as both of you didn't, I have no worry, you'll be welcomed into the village and become official shinobis of it. It would be welcoming to not be the last shinobi Uzumaki, seeing as my remaining family are more on the political side of things. Karen, well, it's not like my other choices are better. Fine, I'll join you too. Do Konoha. Naruto, I'm glad you saw into reason. Now Jugo, I have another proposition to you. How would you like to be an Uzumaki? Karen and Jugo looked surprised as Naruto pulled out a scroll and unrolled it on the table. Both looked at its content, and Karen was amazed at the technique. Naruto, my great-grandfather left this seal unfinished. I've, with the help of my partner Shizune, managed to finish it, and I want you to be the first Uzumaki to be born through this method. Karen, you sure about this? Naruto, the Uzumaki clan is almost extinct, and I refuse to let it go the way of the Uchiha, where only Itachi remains as its last surviving member. With this, our clan will be reborn, since one of my long-term dreams for the future is to rebuild the Uzumaki clan back to its former glory, and nothing will stand in my way of that dream. Now Jugo, what is your answer? Jugo, I would be honored. Naruto, please do what you must. Jugo bowed. As Naruto did the ritual, soon enough Jugo felt a change. He felt his chakra reserve go up extremely, as his orange hair turning bright red. Other minor changes happened as his very DNA turned into that of a Uzumaki and all. And blood. Naruto, now let's go. It's a long way back and a longer still when I explain everything to the Hokage. Karen and Jugo nodded and left with Naruto. All three didn't notice the crow watching them leave. A crow with a Sharingan in his eyes far away in a remote village at the edge of the Fire Nation. Itachi closed his eye as he felt tears falling through them. Getting the information from the crow, he saw the whole fight. He saw how Naruto killed his brother. The brother he let live, the brother he sacrificed everything for, was now dead, and all Itachi could do was sit on his bed and be engulfed in his sorrow and self-pity. Itachi, I was supposed to die by his hands. Naruto Uzumaki, you took that from me. The Leaf village took everything from me, even my death. Itachi said as he got up and walked out, ignoring the dead bodies under him. Itachi was lost. The path he was walking was now gone. He was a spy for the Leaf to protect his brother, but now what reason did he have to honor that mission? We see Itachi slowly turned into a murder of crows and flew away to where he did not know. After a bit of walking, Naruto, Karen and Hugo Uzumaki made it to Konoha. Naruto made some hand signs and a shadow clone appeared. Naruto, take Karen and Hugo to the Uzumaki compound to the main house. If Shizune there, tell her who they are and she can punish me later. Karen. Who's Shizune? Naruto, the woman I love deeply. Fair warning, you heard her. I kill you, only unlike Uchiha, you won't have a quick and painless death. And I understood. Naruto said coldly, showing the characters of a powerful leader since that was he was no Naruto Uzumaki, leader of the Uzumaki clan. Once only him, now two more eyed. Karen and Hugo nodded. Hugo. I'll make sure no harm ever comes of her, Uzumaki-san. Naruto, none of that. I may be the clan head, but I'm around your age still. Call me Naruto, we're family by blood. Now off with the both of you. The sun is starting to set and it's going to be a long night for me. Don't be alarmed if Anbu Shinobi come to get you, but if they take you anywhere but the Hokage tower, then you have my permission to attack, since those are not Anbu, those are Root. They nodded and the three left, leaving the real Naruto to jump from roof to roof to the Hokage tower, but before that he made a very much needed detour. Scene change. We see Tsunade burning the midnight oil when Naruto appeared in the bowing position. This wasn't her nephew visiting his grandmother, no. This was a shinobi with news for his Hokage. Tsunade slowly placed her pen on the table and looked at Naruto. Tsunade, speak. Naruto, Hokage-sama, I have news on the Uchiha case. Tsunade, what is this news? Naruto took a scroll from his pocket and opened it on the ground. He bit his finger releasing a bit of blood and placed a bleeding finger to the scroll opening it. After the smoke cleared, Tsunade's eyes went wide as in the floor laid the still warm body of the traitor of the leaf Sasuke Uchiha. His face still covered in his own blood. Tsunade looked at Naruto. Even with his eyes now cold, she could see a twinge of sadness in his eyes, a sadness she knew all too well since she felt it when she couldn't convince Orochimaru to not betray the leaf. Tsunade re-seal him Uzumaki. Naruto did as he was told and gave the scroll to Tsunade. Tsunade Anbu. 3 Anbu fell from their hiding spot and bowed before Tsunade. Anbu hi Hokage-sama. Tsunade find Kakashi, Sakura and Sai, bring them to my office. Anbu hi Hokage-sama. The Anbu disappeared and Tsunade looked at Naruto. Tsunade, what of his eyes? Where are his Sharingan? A small sick twisted smile appeared on Naruto's face. Scene change. Kakashi made it back to his home after giving the debriefing to Tsunade. He decided to have some training to calm his mind. He opened the door and saw it dark, all except for his table. In his table, there was a box that was illuminated by 2 candles beside it and the opened window shining its moonlight to the box. Kakashi walked up to the box, grabbing the small note from on top of it and read it. Kakashi, a promise kept from Naruto. Chapter 25. Kakashi opened the box and his breath got caught in his throat as he said the context inside the box. The Sharingan, Sasuke Sharingan, illuminating the room, making Kakashi's hand tremble, his eyes dilating as his whole body began to shake as he felt something appear behind him. He grabbed his kunai and turned around for only to see an Anbu. Anbu, the Hokage has demanded your presence in her office immediately. Kakashi. I'll head there now. The Anbu disappeared and Kakashi grabbed the case with the eyes, leaving his home, jumping to the Hokage tower. Inside the tower. Naruto, oh don't worry, the eyes will come here soon enough after you tell them of the status of Sasuke Uchiha. I have something else I wish to speak to you about, it's clan related. Tsunade noted. Soon enough Kakashi made it. He was the first to arrive. Tsunade saw what he was holding and signaled Kakashi to put them on her desk. Kakashi did as he was told and stood next to Naruto, glancing at him, still not believing that Naruto actually went through with it. Kakashi Naru. Tsunade, you shall remain silent until I say you can speak. Hadouken now stopped glancing at Uzumaki. Naruto, it's quite alright, Hokage let him it, and you're welcome by the way. Hadouken, for cleaning a mess you should have cleaned long ago. The venom in Naruto's tone made Kakashi sick, and for a moment Kakashi's neutral mask broke as his hands balled into fists, but he kept his composure and waited. After 5 more minutes I arrived, and at the 10-minute mark Sakura arrived. In a way it was beautiful, as every member of Team 7 was now there. Tsunade. I've called you 3 here to discuss the case of Sasuke Uchiha. Sakura's eyes show hope while she took most of what Naruto said to heart, but she still believed that Sasuke could be brought back to Konoha. Sakura, Hokage, please tell me you're sending us to bring Sasuke back. Sakura said in a hopeful tone. Tsunade kept her serious expression as she grabbed the scroll. Tsunade, there's no need, as Sasuke has been brought back to Konoha. Sakura squealed for joy and walked closer to the Hokage's desk. Sakura, really? Where is he? Tsunade unsealed the scroll showing Sasuke's dead body, making Sakura scream, tears instantly falling from her face as she covered her mouth with her hand. Kakashi looked away, feeling as if he failed Obito, while Sai and Naruto kept a neutral face. Since Sai had no feelings towards the Uchiha, Sakura fell to her knees as she kept crying. Sakura, who did this? Sakura said through tears as Tsunade looked at Naruto for some kind of affirmation. He nodded and Tsunade looked back at Sakura. Tsunade, Sasuke was to be taken back alive, if possible dead, if not the shinobi who brought him back couldn't bring him back alive, and that shinobi. Naruto was me. All eyes turned to Naruto as Sakura looked at him in shock, shaking her head as if denying the truth that laid before her. Naruto, I gave Sasuke the option, come back to Konoha or die by my blade. He refused to come back peacefully, and even if he did, he would have still be executed on the spot since he wanted to release the 9 tails inside me for his path of revenge. I couldn't let him live. He would bring too big of a risk for Konoha. I did. Everyone saw it coming, even Naruto, but he let it happen. Sakura punched Naruto with a chakra-infused punch, sending him flying through the wall and crashing to the wall behind it. Naruto slowly got out as Sakura grabbed him by his neck collar, looking at him with hatred as Naruto kept his neutral expression. Naruto. Satisfied. Sakura, how could you? Naruto, Sasuke was a threat to the well-being of Konoha. He was a traitor, he was. Sakura, he was your friend. Naruto. At a point in time, yes, even to his last moments I've considered him as such, but I'm a shinobi, my feelings are irrelevant. I did what the mission called for. My duty as a shinobi goes beyond my feelings as a friend. Sakura slapped Naruto and again he let it happen. Sakura, my mother was right, you're nothing more than a demon. Sakura said heartbroken as she ran away. Naruto looked at her running away for a moment but then looked back at the Hokage and walked back inside. Naruto. She'll be fine eventually, please continue. Tsunade, as of this moment the retrieval mission of Sasuke Uchiha is completed. Everyone involved in the retrieval mission 3 years ago will be compensated as such. Naruto for being the one who finished him, you'll get the bulk of the earning. Naruto. Hi Hokage-sama. Tsunade. Kakashi Hatake and Sai, you are both dismissed. Sai nodded and patted Naruto's shoulder as a show of congratulations. Kakashi stayed a moment looking at Naruto before walking away. Do find and comfort Sakura. Once they were alone, Naruto looked at Tsunade. Naruto, now is for my other matter. Tsunade. No, not yet. Tsunade got up and walked to Naruto. Tsunade, for the next 5 minutes I'm not your Hokage and you're not a shinobi, I'm your grandmother and you are my grandson. Before Naruto could say anything more, Tsunade hugged him. After a few seconds Naruto hugged back, letting a few tears fall from his face as he hugged Tsunade tightly. They didn't talk, didn't make a sound other than Naruto's uneven shaky breath was the only thing that could be heard in her office as Tsunade gave Naruto the warmth and loving he needed this moment, and Naruto would always be grateful to her for that. Moments earlier in the Uzumaki compound. Clone Naruto, Karen and Hugo made it to the compound and instantly Naruto dodged a frying pan being thrown to his head. See Naruto. Shizune, I'm a shadow clone, don't kill me until I give you the message. They didn't see anything else being thrown at Naruto, so they walked inside watching Shizune waiting in the couch. Shizune's expression changed to slight surprise seeing 2 red-headed people behind Naruto. Shizune. Naruto, explain. See Naruto. Sure, not like I'm getting punished, that's all going to be original me. He. See Naruto chuckled as they sat down and see Naruto looked at Shizune. See Naruto, I didn't really go fishing. Walking back home I could sense something that would have become a big problem if I didn't take care of it right then and there. Shizune. And what was it? What was this big problem that you had to take care of? See Naruto. To kill Sasuke Uchiha. Shizune's eyes widened as she stood up. See Naruto could see all the worry in her eyes. Shizune. Naruto, what were you thinking fighting him alone? See Naruto. Pride and duty. He duty. Shizune slapped him behind the head, glaring. This was so not the time to show his immaturity. See Naruto. Right, sorry, I felt it my duty to finish the mission given to me 3 years ago to bring Sasuke back and it was my pride that stopped me from asking for help since if I couldn't defeat Sasuke after this year of training, then what was it for? Shizune. I guess I see your point, doesn't mean I have to like it, so Sasuke is back in the village. See Naruto. In the end of the fight. I didn't hesitate. Shizune didn't need to ask, she just kneeled in front of See Naruto and hugged him. See Naruto hit his face at the crook of her neck for a minute before she let go. Shizune, you served the village well, I'm so proud of you Naruto, now want to tell me who the 2 next to you are? See Naruto. Right, Shizune, I would like you to meet Karen and Hugo Uzumaki. The Uzumaki clan has just added 2 more members to the mix. Shizune looked at the 2 in surprise. See Naruto, they were with Sasuke, but now that he is dead I convinced them to follow me and become shinobi of Konoha and of my clan. Shizune. I see, anything else I should know? See Naruto. This. Naruto grabbed Shizune by the back of her head and kissed her with passion, causing Karen to blush while she adjusted her glasses, while Hugo looked away scratching his cheek. See Naruto let go of the kiss. See Naruto. I'm not going to buy new plates. See Naruto stabbed himself transforming into smoke, leaving a confused flustered Shizune who was quickly turning angry. Shizune. Naruto. Back to the Hokage Tower. The memories of the clone back to Naruto, a chuckle couldn't help but chuckle with Tsunade looking at him with her own small smirk. Tsunade. Alright, what did you do? Naruto, messing with Shizune is such fun, don't you agree? Tsunade's small smirk grew into a big smug smile as she started to recollect memories of Tsunade messing with Shizune. She gave a good hearty chuckle. Tsunade. Absolutely, but back to the problem at hand, I'll have the Anbu go and grab them for investigation. They'll be brought here before that so I can take a look at them. If everything goes right, I'll have no problem making them both shinobi of Konoha. Naruto. What rank will they be? Tsunade. That's yet to be determined, but if everything goes well, probably Chunin. Naruto. So the same rank as me, huh? Son. For the moment, yes. Naruto. What do you mean for the moment? Tsunade. The Jonin exams will start in a couple of months, and every shinobi village gets to bring 3 shinobis there to see if they deserve the rank of Jonin. You are one of the 3 I choose to represent Konoha. Naruto opened his eyes in surprise before giving his trademark grin. Naruto. I am gonna win that exam, believe it. Kami, it's been so long since I said that. Tsunade gave a small laugh at that, making Naruto rub the back of his head with a small grin. Naruto. Out of curiosity, who are the other 2? Son. Still don't know, haven't decided who would be best to join you, any ideas? Naruto kept quiet for a moment and thought about who in the Konoha 10 would be the best choice. Naruto, my first option would be Neji, he is the strongest Hyuga of this generation. As for the second. Naruto Lee would be a great choice, but he would refuse. Tenten needs more training, maybe in a year or two. Kiba. No just no. Shikamaru is a prodigy mind-wise, but he's just too lazy and would embarrass Konoha if he decides to give up, which given how he is, it's a real concern. Sakura needs time to get over her obsession. Yugo and Karen are still far too new to Konoha to be representatives. Choji is out his best, Jutsu hurts him if he actually uses it 100%, so is Shino, his bugs are a threat, but if an opponent is a fire user he'll be useless, both too weak to be Jonin. Hinata might be a good choice, great even. But having Neji there if we want to show Konoha has more power than just the Hyuga clan, only one can go this year, leaving Inohime. Naruto Ino Yamanaka would be my final choice. You would have 3 powerful clans from Konoha for representation, showing Konoha still has the strongest clans, not to mention mixing us 3 would be the best for teamwork, so yes, Naruto Uzumaki, Neji Hyuga and Ino Yamanaka, those would be my choices for the Jonin exams. Tsunade, took you long enough to think of that. Naruto, sorry, just had to think about what would make the best option in teamwork, power, and representation. Tsunade smiled at Naruto, her smile was full of pride as in her mind, Naruto transformed into her little brother. Tsunade. You'll make such a great Hokage one day, Naruto. Naruto blushed and got a huge grin on his face before his expression became serious again. Naruto, a question if I could, what's gonna happen with the body of the Uchiha? Tsunade, that's gonna be up to the council to decide, which reminds me, Anbu, bring them all for an emergency meeting. Multiple Anbu fell from the ceiling and leaped out to get the clan heads. Naruto, first meeting with the new clan heads, anything I should be concerned about? Tsunade, Kiba will probably vote against you with anything since he believe it's your fault his mother died, he blames the Uzumaki for it. Naruto, blaming the Uzumaki for the consequences of their actions, how pathetic really, even if his claims have some truth to them, does anyone believe him? Tsunade, not really, since everyone knew you were with the daimyo and his family the day of the attack, everyone else thinks it was the Akatsuki. Naruto, wonderful, well we have a few minutes before the meeting starts, how about you pour us some of that sake you have hidden away as a celebration for bringing the Uchiha back into Konoha. Tsunade gave a soft chuckle at Naruto's morbid joke, and she did just that, she served herself and Naruto a cup of sake from her secret stash that Shizune didn't know she had. Shizune actually did know, she just didn't care, but Tsunade didn't need to know that. Tsunade, a toast to finding new Uzumaki, may your legacy live on in the grandbabies you and Shizu will give me. Naruto blushed but lifted his cup and both drank. While drinking, Naruto's mind went into an interesting place. Naruto, the seal my great-grandfather made was to bring the Uzumaki blood back to life, so why can't I make another seal to do the same with the Senju clan? Interesting, I'll have to look into it on a later date. An Anbu returned and bowed to Tsunade. Anbu Hokage, everyone has been notified and are waiting for you and the Uzumaki clan head. Tsunade, thank you, dismissed Uzumaki with me. Naruto and Anbu nodded as they both went their separate ways. With Naruto behind Tsunade, they stopped at the entrance of the meeting. Tsunade, are you ready? Naruto, as I'll ever be. Tsunade opened the door and so began the fate of the Uchiha clan once more. Last time. Anbu Hokage, everyone has been notified and are waiting for you and the Uzumaki clan head. Tsunade, thank you, dismissed Uzumaki with me. Naruto and Anbu nodded as they both went their separate ways. With Naruto behind Tsunade, they stopped at the entrance of the meeting. Tsunade, are you ready? Naruto, as I'll ever be. Tsunade opened the door and so began the fate of the Uchiha clan once more. Now. Naruto glanced around and saw mostly young faces, the new heads of the clans of Konoha, now being members of the Konoha 10. Kiba saw Naruto and gave him a dark glare which he ignored as Naruto went to his seat next to Hinata. Naruto looked at her with slight surprise. Naruto, Hinata, what are you doing here? Shouldn't your father be here? Hinata, he decided it was time to start grooming me to be the next head of the Hyuga clan. Naruto, I see. Tsunade coughed as she walked in the middle to get the attention of everyone. Tsunade, thank you all for coming. Tonight is an important night as the traitor Uchiha has been captured. This caused murmurs around the room. Naruto noticed the slight change of Danzo's sitting position, showing he was interested. Naruto took out his sword under the table. Automatically the seal in the sword was activated, making the many Sharingan Danzo has all but useless. Danzo, is that what this meeting is about the status of the Uchiha boy? Tsunade, in a way yes, but there is no status. Tsunade released the Uchiha body to the table and everyone was shocked to see Sasuke dead on the table, still bloody. After a few moments Tsunade put the body back into the scroll. Shikamaru, what a drag, so who killed him? Tsunade, that would be Naruto Uzumaki. All eyes were on in shock that he actually went through with it, while Naruto, who just kept a neutral face. Tsunade, now the question is, what will we do with the body of the Uchiha? Well, he remains in the scroll, his body remains warm, so there's only two options: to let him die and lose the Sharingan forever, or let Sasuke Uchiha body enter a special version of Kra. The meeting went on for hours. The room was divided in the middle between those who wanted to let the body rest like Tsunade, Hinata, Kiba, Shino, etc., and those who wanted him in Kra like Danzo, Shikamaru, Ino, Choji, etc. Soon enough Naruto was the last one to make his choice, Naruto, who kept quiet, silently thinking, holding his arms. Tsunade, Mr. Uzumaki, we're waiting for your response. Naruto. Danzo, Shimura. Danzo, yes. Naruto, you say you want to put the Uchiha body into Kra, why? Danzo, why else? The Sharingan is a powerful weapon, we can't just let it die. Naruto, even though there's still one Uchiha left alive. Danzo, you're not saying we forgive Itachi, are you? Naruto, it is certainly an option seeing he is incredibly powerful, or maybe it's the fact that you don't want him to reveal certain things like a certain organization. Danzo frowned slightly as the muttering continued while Tsunade glanced at Naruto. She may have a soft side for him, but even she couldn't protect him if he reveals the root Anbu giving that's a glad secret. Danzo. You're walking into shallow ice, boy. Naruto, I'll survive, but Itachi's forgiveness is a discussion for a later date. As for the Uchiha present now, I'm willing to vote with you, but I have a condition. Tsunade didn't glance at Naruto, she straight up looked at him in shock that he was even considering agreeing with Danzo. While Danzo kept a neutral face, on the inside he was certainly amused. Danzo, oh? And what condition would that be? Naruto. No shinobi clans. Danzo, elaborate. Naruto, certainly, the Kra program give the person the right to choose any woman he so wished. Giving Sasuke is now dead, that role would go to the Hokage. My condition, with being the tiebreaker, is that no woman from a shinobi clan will be chosen for this role, only those from the civilian side, that way the shinobi clans are safe, and more importantly Tsunade won't have to deal with the headache of every shinobi clan complaining about it, since the Uchiha is still loved, but the civilian section multiple women will want to apply, making this easy. And having a small number of child Uchiha to be trained for the future. This condition did impress a few clan heads enough to change their vote. Now that their woman will not be affected, Tsunade sighed. She didn't like this, but she did gain some respect of Naruto for doing what he thought was best. Tsunade, very well, if there's no other objection, Sasuke Uchiha body will be used to bring more Sharingan to the world, and bringing the Uchiha clan back from the dead. Everyone is dismissed. Slowly, one by one, the clan heads left, each one bowing in respect of the Hokage, until only Naruto, Danzo and Tsunade remained. Tsunade. Naruto, if I could have a word. Naruto, of course, ho. Danzo, I would also like a word with you, Mr. Uzumaki, in private, if that's not a problem, Hokage-sama. Tsunade. No, not a problem at all, Naruto. After you finish talking with Danzo, come find me in my office. Naruto, hi Hokage-sama. Tsunade left, leaving Danzo and Naruto alone. Naruto glanced at Danzo, who was looking back at him. Naruto, you can turn them off, they won't work on me. Danzo, so I saw, my question is how, but I'm not dumb enough to think you'll answer me that, so I'll get straight to the point. The root organization, how do you know of it? Naruto, Hiruzen had a soft heart of that, we can both agree that soft heart allowed me to get away with a lot, like going into the Hokage private library, boy. Oh boy, did I read a lot like your root organization that he let you have. Danzo, I see no change in your expression. I was expecting some sort of disgust, at least in your voice. Naruto, if we had this conversation last year, then yes, I would have found it disgusting, but now? I see it as a necessary lesser evil to keep the peace of Konoha. Danzo, I see, it's welcoming to hear that. Unlike Hiruzen and your father, you can see it the same way as me. Naruto, both had good hearts, too good to be a shinobi, yet the world pushed them to be such a thing. My father is what the blind world thinks shinobis are, but you? You are the embodiment of a true shinobi, and I see myself going down a path more similar to you than to my father. Danzo, very well, I don't have any other questions, since that answers why you agreed with me instead of Tsunade. Until we next meet, Uzumaki, hopefully unlike your father and grandfather, you'll be able to see me as more of an ally, rather than someone not to be trusted. Danzo said before walking away. After a bit, Naruto placed his sword back to his saya before waking to the Hokage office, seeing Tsunade waiting for him there looking conflicted. Naruto, if you're waiting for an apology, I'm not going to give you that. Tsunade, no, I just need to understand, why did you vote with Danzo? Naruto, because Konoha is slowly getting weaker. Think about if at the moment we have 1 Senju, 3 Uzumaki, 0 Uchiha. The only clan that's thriving is the Hyuga site. You have smaller clans around there, but it won't be enough in the long run. We need to get our numbers back up, and the best way will be by rebuilding the clans back to their former glory, and more importantly learn from the past so that it doesn't repeat itself. Tsunade, and how are you so sure it won't? Naruto, I'm hopeful the next Hokages after you are not like the third. I'll always have a soft spot for the old man, but I'm not gonna say he was a good Hokage, since I truly believe the Uchiha massacre could have been avoided with better leadership. Hiruzen didn't do nearly enough to stop it. Tsunade and that whole Itachi thing. Naruto, he's a powerful shinobi and the last Uchiha. It would be a waste if we didn't at least try and bring him back to train the next generation of Uchiha. We can talk about this on another date. Tsunade agreed. Just so you know, I still don't like your choice, but I can respect it as you did chose it by thinking and not going head first. You truly has changed a lot. Naruto, thank you Bachin. Now if you'll excuse me, the sun is starting to rise and I'm dead tired. Tsunade chuckled, agreeing with his tiredness as both left to their respected homes. Naruto saw Hugo and Karen sleeping on the couch as Naruto walked past them and laid next to Shizune, who cuddled next to him. Shizune. Welcome home, I'll kick your butt when you wake up. Naruto chuckled, getting comfortable and sleeping, hugging her tightly. At the Hokage Tower. After hours of being in the Yamanaka department getting their memories searched for anything useful, finding many secrets the now dead Orochimaru kept, we see Hugo and Karen bowing in front of the Hokage as she walked around them, with Naruto leaning against a wall. Tsunade, Hugo and Karen Uzumaki, do you both accept the role as a leaf shinobi? Will you give your life for the mission and for the safety of the village? Do you swear? By the will of fire to your allegiance to us for the rest of your days. Karen, Hugo, I swear it, on my life, honor and my blood. Tsunade nodded, pushing the papers to them. Both signed them, and Tsunade stamped them, giving them both a Konoha forehead protectors. Karen wears her around her shoulder and Hugo around his forehead. Tsunade, I welcome you both to Konoha. You may leave until you're called on a mission. Hugo, Karen, hi Hokage-sama. Both of them walked to Naruto, who nodded in approval. Naruto, now that you're both officially Konoha shinobi, you'll be gifted homes in the Uzumaki district. They're completely empty, so you'll have to buy your own furniture. Naruto made himself flinch at his own slip since he felt the gentle but firm arms of Shizune wrap herself around Naruto's neck. Shizune, I'm glad you said that, honey, since there's a lot of things we need for our home as well. Naruto started to sweat as he could feel Shizune's anaconda-like arms wrap themselves tighter than before around his neck. Naruto, but Shizu, you need to stay here with Tsunade. Tsunade, no, it's fine, please Shizune, take the day off, you deserve it. Naruto snapped his head to Tsunade, seeing her smug smile as Shizune dragged him away with Karen and Hugo following behind. Later with Tsunade. We see her doing paperwork when the door opened, revealing Guy and Lee, who have returned from that magical beach. Hokage-sama, I am glad to inform you the mission was a. Tsunade, Kakashi already did all of this. The money was sent to your individual homes, though you'll be getting less money for disappearing at the end. I so sorry about that Tsunade, but the power of youth was calling out to us to run into the sunset. Lee, Tsunade, did the power of youth also stop you from taking only B ranks missions or below? Lee froze for a second, while Guy's expression changed ever so slightly. Lee did Naruto talk? What are you implying? Tsunade, no implications, just saw in your team's file that you haven't done a single A rank missions in over 3 years. That's quite odd when you have currently the most powerful Hyuga, the most powerful taijutsu specialist, and his apprentice. Tsunade's secret son. Tsunade, and finally a weapons expert. All this combined, you should be able to do A rank missions at least, maybe even an S rank every once in a while, but you haven't, and I as the Hokage demand answers. Simple, I do not see the point on endangering my students on missions others more qualified can do. Just like Tsunade was taking the fall for Naruto, Guy was taking the fall for Lee. Tsunade, so it's okay for other teams to risk their lives on the battlefield while you force it back and take out a couple of bandits. That's grounds for you to be placed back into a Chunin. Guy. Lee, wait. I pulled his arm forward, stopping Lee from speaking. Guy looked at him and gave him a brilliant smile. If that's what you want to do, Hokage, I will accept my punishment. Tsunade, I see. Well, it just so happens I have a rank mission ready to go. I was going to send Team 10 alone, but since you are free, I'll add you 4 in the lot. How does that sounds? Good. Fantastic, now get out of my office, I'll call you back when the mission is ready. I and Lee both bowed and walked away. Guy glanced at Lee, seeing how conflicted he was, and patted his back. Don't worry Lee, you'll do great. Lee. Lee didn't say anything and just walked away to his home. Guy sighed sadly, seeing his student leave. He made his choice long ago, and Lee chose the path of the mouse. Kami, please help him see the way, help him get back to the path of the lion. I thought before walking on the other direction to his own home. Scene change. We see Tsunade at the top of the Hokage Tower. The sun was beginning to set, giving a orange tint to Konoha. As she looked down at her people waiting for her announcement in the far distance, she can just make out an army of Naruto clones, all hauling multiple pieces of furnitures like fridges, ovens, stoves, beds, couches, tables. Jares etc. While what can only be Shizune leading the march to the Uzumaki compound, making her have a light chuckle before looking down. Tsunade, civilians of Konoha, hear me as the chase for the traitor Uchiha has come to an end as Sasuke Uchiha has been killed by Naruto Uzumaki. That caused a fury of different reactions from joy and celebrating to insults and outrage, depending on where you stand on the former last Uchiha. Tsunade, but this will not be the death of the Uchiha, no, they will live on through the crop program. Any civilian woman who wants to bear his child, she'll come to my office tomorrow to start the paperwork. Meanwhile with Naruto. You go Naruto, shouldn't we be in that crowd with the rest of them? Naruto, I see no reason why, they're just hearing what we already know, plus Shizune and Karen are not civilians, so they are not eligible for this program. Shizune, true, but you know who is and who's going to do it, don't you? Naruto sighed and nodded. He was going to need to talk to Sakura later on tonight, since unlike Sasuke in some level, Naruto still respect the fact that they all were teammates at one point in time. Later night time. Sakura is awoken by the knocking on her door. She puts on a pair of slippers and her robe before opening the door, seeing Naruto there. Naruto, yo. Sakura, what do you want? Sakura said harshly, which Naruto ignored. Naruto, an apology for being called a demon would be nice, an apology for the punches would be nicer, but I didn't come here for that, we both know why I'm here. Sakura crossed her arms looking at him. Sakura, you're not going to stop me from doing this. Naruto, you're right, I'm probably not, but I want you to ask yourself if having his baby is worth putting your shinobi career. Sakura, this isn't any of your business, Uzumaki. Naruto, again, probably right, but my question is valid. If you do this, if you get his baby at this point in time, you'll lose out on so much, from missions, to money, to learning, because Tsunade will not be training you while you are with child, she'll make sure you make the baby your #1 priority. Sakura, well, thanks to you I don't have a choice now, do I? If I don't do it now I'll miss my chance. There's only a limited number of babies his body can give. Sakura said, her tone of sadness still not over the death of a few days ago. Naruto, you're making a decision based on the feelings of 3 years ago. Sakura, think carefully, because if you later on regret, I will not stand aside and watch you grow to hate a child that is blameless for the mistake of her mother. Sakura. I'll say this again, you won't stop me. Naruto, this isn't any of your business now if we're done here. Naruto, you have a name? Sakura. Sarada Haruno Uchiha. Sakura closed the door, and Naruto sighed, making a mental checklist of keeping an eye on her, since Naruto will not let any child suffer, not like he has suffered. Naruto disappeared and reappeared in his own room, seeing a sleeping Shizune making him smile. He walked up to her and kissed her lips softly. Naruto, sleep well, I love you. Naruto went on his side of the bed and got on it with Shizune cuddling next to him. As Naruto closed his eyes, already letting sleep overtake him, he didn't miss the words that came next. Shizune, I love you too. Weeks later. With the death of Sasuke Uchiha and Orochimaru, things in the shinobi world were calm for once in a long time. Every person in every nation could take a breath and just enjoy the day, all except one group with the Akatsuki. We see most of the main members inside a cave in a circle, the only one missing being Itachi Hidan. Not that I'm complaining, but why did you ask us all to come here? Pain. Theirs has been a change of schedule. The attack on Konoha will be put on hold temporarily. Deidara, why are we putting it on hold? We're on a roll. We already got number 1.4.7. Tail Beast. Pain, an unforeseen circumstance has made itself known. A crow landed next to Pain. His eye changed from the Sharingan to the Rinnegan as it showed everyone the fight between Naruto and Sasuke. Everyone looked with different reactions, some with interest, others with boredom, and there was Tobi, who was looking at Naruto intently, seeing flashes of his father in the fight on the inside. Buried through years of pain and hardships, there was a small inkling of pride seeing his sensei's son winning that battle. So one-sided Pain, before our plans can come into fruition, we need to know just how strong the Nine Tails vessel has become, and finally gravitational pull. Pain said softly as Zetsu was pulled harshly to Pain's hand, who gave him a cold stare. Pain, your information was wrong. This Uzumaki was able to beat the Uchiha, something you said he would never do. He had the Uzumaki chakra chains, something you said he would never achieve. You do realize your mistake. Our plan revolved around the last Uzumaki of Konoha being busy chasing the Uchiha, being too distracted to be a threat until we were ready for him, until we've grabbed the other tailed beast. Give me one reason why I shouldn't kill you right now. Pain's grip got tighter, making Zetsu choke a little. Fear started to rise inside Zetsu. He was the weakest member by a large percentage, and his own plans weren't nearly ready to see into fruition. With no choice, Zetsu had to do something he absolutely despised: beg for mercy. Zetsu, I ask for forgiveness. Please give me another chance. I'll infiltrate Konoha and get the information you need, the correct information this time, I swear it. It took 5 seconds for Pain to consider it, but he released him. Zetsu fell on the ground breathing heavily. Pain, leave. Until we have the information, a move can't be made, peace can't be achieved. Zetsu nodded and quickly left with a feeling of hatred consuming him. Pain, Conan. Kasame, go find Itachi, we've already lost Orochimaru, our mission will only become that much more difficult without the more powerful Uchiha on our side. Toby, hey, Toby is plenty strong. Toby said dramatically while the rest ignored him. Konan and Kasame didn't hesitate and left the second the mission was giving to them. Pain glanced at the Grow still showing the fight. Nagato hidden away his body inside that machine. Couldn't help but feel amused at the cosmic irony that his biggest challenge for peace was another Uzumaki with Naruto. We see Naruto doing something he shouldn't be doing, something Shizune will scold him for later. He was walking along the newly made Uzumaki district, seeing children and adults Uzumaki walking and running alike. Some context will be needed. Flashback. We see the three Uzumaki, Karen, Hugo, and Naruto all bowing in front of the Hokage, awaiting for a new assignment. Tsunade, I've been giving him the reports of the Yamanaka clan about Karen and Hugo's mind, and we've discovered new Orochimaru bases. Thanks to the two of you, your mission is to free anybody who's still alive and bring them back here. 3 High Hokage-sama. Tsunade, Naruto, you are to stay here, I have other plans for you. Naruto. Very well, Hokage-sama, I have full faith my two Uzumaki will be successful in this mission. Tsunade waved her arms, throwing Karen a map of the bases, making Hugo and Karen jump out the window and leave too as soon as they got it. Naruto, what is my mission, Hokage-sama? Tsunade, it's a simple one but extremely important. What's going to happen to the survivors that they bring? Naruto sat down, putting his hand on his chin as he thought about for a moment before his eyes went wide. Naruto, yes, I have an idea that will work in the benefits of Konoha. Tsunade, then speak it and let it be known. Naruto used my great-grandfather's technique, making them all Uzumaki. It will be a good way to grow our village numbers and the Uzumaki's numbers as well. Hell, even if there's only 100 that would make us equal to the Hyuga clan, believe it. Tsunade, not even close. Naruto fell looking at Tsunade's surprise, and a small smile appeared in Tsunade's face, hearing a bit of the old Naruto again. Tsunade. It's true that the Hyuga clan has 100, but that 100 isn't the number of members, but the numbers of them that are active shinobi and have the Byakugan, same with the other clans. The Naras have 50, Yamanaka 97, Inyazuka 56, etc. In the civilian side, there are at least between 700 and 1300 civilians, with the Hyuga name, most of them merchants, politicians, artists. What have you so sorry to pop your dream but. Naruto, even if they're 100 they would still need to be tested and trained, and even then I won't force any of them to become shinobi, so a conservative number would be around 10 and 20. Naruto mumbled, feeling Tsunade's patting her head. Tsunade, go analytical skills. Naruto, but now that you know this, do you still wish to make them Uzumaki? Naruto, yes, they have nowhere to go, I know that feeling, I want to give them a place they can call home. Tsunade smiled with pride looking at her grandson, that smile soon turned evil as Shizune walked up to them holding a stack of paperwork, putting them on the desk. She said nothing, just gave Naruto a kiss of good luck and walked away. Tsunade. Splendid, then let's get started with the real mission paperwork. If you're going to make them Uzumaki and part of Konoha, a lot of things need to be done to be filled out, like space, housing, work, school, etc. All things a clan heads takes care of, and don't even think about using shadow clones. This is good practice if you want to move up politically and one day become Hokage. Naruto faced a lot of foes without fear, but one glance at that paper in front of him, he now knew the fear the every Hokage that ever lived has felt present. In the end, Hugo and Karen managed to save 159 people, men, women and children alike. Out of those 159, only 50 had what it took to be shinobi, and of those 50 only 9 wished to become one, and Naruto allowed it, letting the rest find their purpose in life. Naruto looked around with a smile on his face, seeing little Uzumaki children running around, while the mothers talked amongst themselves. Once they caught eye of him, they all waved at him with a huge smile on their faces, making Naruto feel complete. As they all saw Naruto as their savior, as Naruto gave them a home, he shared the Uzumaki money with them to get them all on their feet. They were free because of him. They could live a peaceful civilian life, leaving the nightmare of being Orochimaru's test subject behind them, a nightmare they'll never forget. But with their savior Naruto they felt safe. They felt as that nightmare was as small as a mouse. Naruto chuckled to himself, feeling warmness inside his heart as he waved back and continued his stroll until he felt someone pinch his ear, making him grin. Naruto, Shizune, I see you found me. Shizune, yes I did, and we are going back to the house. We still have half a stack of papers to read and sign. Naruto, later. Shizune, no. Shizune yelped, slightly feeling Naruto's hand on her waist as they started to walk. Naruto. Shizune. What does Bachin do when she needs a break? Shizune, huh? Oh well, she drinks her sake and gambles. Naruto, I've read that. For the first it was telling jokes to his brother, trying to make the stoic face of the second crack a smile. For the second it was creating new justice. For the third, smoking and reading dirty magazine. Shizune. How do you know that? Naruto found them while I was snooping when I was a kid. He kept it under his desk. Meanwhile, in the Pure Lands. Somehow Kushina managed to steal the Shinigami's knife from its mouth and was chasing Hiruzen around the Pure Lands, giving out a battle cry. Kushina, you tainted my boy with your filth. Back to Naruto. Naruto, and for me, this is what I do in breaks. Look around Shizu, there's a Uzumaki clan, an Uzumaki compound. Yes, it's the smallest clan in Konoha. Yes, it will take multiple generations to grow our numbers back to what they once were, but none of that matters to me. Just look at it, Shizune, I'm no longer the last one. The way Naruto said it, his tone was so loving that it made a tear fall from her face as she rested her head on Naruto's shoulder and sighed. Shizune, I guess a 15-minute walk could do us good, but after that we go back home. I'm pretty sure the next form is a permit to build a small park in this place. Naruto, I'm sure the kids would love that. They walked in silence for a bit, Naruto in blissful ignorance while something was eating Shizune up inside, so she took a breath and went out with it. Shizune. Naruto. Naruto, yes. Shizune, I want a baby.